Yo, guys. Imagine you post something online and it just doesn't land. No likes, no comments, nothing. Now, imagine posting at the exact right moment, and suddenly everyone is watching. That's the power of timing, and it's wild how it works. Pearl Watts drops content fast, catching trends the moment they're hot, and her posts blow up instantly. Sonia Uche, though, waits. She posts at moments when fans are ready to pause, reflect, and engage deeply. Timing can turn a single post into a cultural moment. Think about it, why do some posts get ignored while others are everywhere? Timing matters more than most people realize. Pearl's strategy grabs attention quickly, but Sonia's precision builds anticipation. Fans might not notice it consciously, but it affects how they respond. When you post isn't just about scheduling, it's about understanding your audience's mood and mindset. And here's the kicker, getting timing wrong can waste all your effort, while getting it right can make a simple post unforgettable. So, tell me, do you think timing beats posting often, or is it just luck? Okay, check this out, people always say they love realness, but how real is anyone online? Pearl's energy is huge, full of excitement, confidence, and boldness. But how much of that is for the camera? Sonia's calm, quiet vibe feels genuine, soothing, relatable, but is it carefully curated too? It's confusing, right? Fans might be following a personality they love, not the real person. Now here's the twist, perception can be more powerful than reality. Pearl might be putting on a show that inspires instant excitement, while Sonia's subtle aura slowly shapes admiration and trust. Fans often choose what they want to believe. It's fascinating because the more you analyze, the harder it is to know who is real. Yet, authenticity, or the feeling of it, is what drives connection and influence. So here's a question, do you follow people for who they truly are, or the version you wish they were? And which one has more influence in the long run? Imagine scrolling through a feed and instantly feeling a rush of energy. That's Pearl for you. Now, imagine another feed that's calm, steady, almost quiet, yet you find yourself thinking about it days later. That's Sonia. The suspense is in realizing that energy grabs attention fast, but subtle influence lasts longer. Which one is really more powerful? Here's why it's interesting, Pearl's content is contagious, exciting, loud, fun. Fans immediately react, comment, share, and celebrate. Sonia, however, plants ideas gently, shaping opinions, habits, and even perspectives over time. Loudness can bring instant fame, but subtlety builds lasting respect. It's like comparing fireworks to a sunrise, the first dazzles, the second grows inside you. So, if your goal is to really impact people, which strategy wins? Can fast energy truly compete with slow, steady influence? Fans may cheer for the loud one, but the quiet one often leaves the deepest mark. Here's a wild thought, some posts blow up instantly and disappear just as fast. Others quietly grow a loyal audience that engages deeply. Pearl's content often explodes in comments, shares, and viral trends. Sonia's might not trend immediately, but it sparks meaningful conversation over time. So, who's winning? Numbers can be deceiving. Instant virality feels amazing, but loyalty lasts longer. Pearl's fans cheer loudly, while Sonia's fans engage thoughtfully, remember her posts, and sometimes adopt ideas from her content. The suspense is in realizing that engagement isn't just about attention, it's about connection. Quick numbers look impressive, but true influence builds trust, thoughtfulness, and community. So, if you were a creator, would you chase viral fame or invest in loyal fans? Which one would really make a difference in the long run? Ever notice when someone rarely posts, every post feels like an event? That's Sonia. Pearl posts constantly, keeping fans entertained, but there's no suspense, people expect it. The thrill of waiting, wondering, and finally seeing something new is a powerful tool. Scarcity can make audiences lean in, almost obsessively. Here's why it works, humans value what's limited. Sonia's fewer posts create curiosity, anticipation, and excitement. Pearl's frequent content keeps fans busy, entertained, but there's less focus on each post. The suspense is real, less can be more. Fans pay attention differently when something feels special. So here's a question: if you had a choice, would you post often to stay relevant or sparingly to create anticipation? And which strategy would keep people talking for longer? Let's break this down. Fans don't just respond to what you post, they respond to who you are. Pearl's playful, funny content sparks trends, dances, and challenges. Sonia's calm, professional energy subtly shapes fans' thoughts, habits, and mindset. The suspense is in realizing that influence isn't just about going viral, it's about shaping lives quietly. Likes, shares, and comments feel exciting, but the real power is lasting influence. Pearl grabs attention immediately, Sonia leaves a footprint that can change behavior. Fans may copy the viral content for fun, but they absorb the calm, thoughtful influence unconsciously. So, who really has more power online, the one who trends today or the one who shapes tomorrow? Can quiet influence outweigh loud excitement? That's the twist most people miss. Picture this: Pearl dominates trends today, but will anyone remember her post 5 years from now? Now picture Sonia, creating timeless content that fans might still reflect on years later. That's the suspense. Social media is fleeting, but influence can be permanent. Who's really thinking long-term? Here's the reality: digital fame is temporary unless it's backed by meaningful impact. Pearl's posts might spark fun today, but they fade quickly. Sonia's content builds ideas, reflection, and habits that stick. Fans might cheer for the flashy content, but the thoughtful, deliberate creator builds a legacy. So, the question is, are you chasing the moment, or crafting something that outlives you? Watching these two side by side shows that fame isn't just numbers, it's the story you leave behind. Think about this: why do we lean in when someone rarely posts? That's curiosity at work. Sonia posts sparingly, making every post feel like a mini-event. Pearl entertains constantly, but there's no suspense. Fans scroll without that extra pull. The mystery. Curiosity drives engagement more than frequency. Scarcity triggers excitement. Fans wait, speculate, and discuss what might come next. This isn't just a strategy, it's psychology. Pearl's constant content keeps the attention short-term, while Sonia's rare posts create conversations that last. The suspense is in realizing that people love to wonder, and wondering builds loyalty. So, would you post less to make fans lean in, or post often to keep them entertained? Which one would create deeper impact? Here's a thought: Pearl might be trending everywhere, but does that mean she's impacting fans' lives? Sonia may have fewer viral moments, but her content makes people think, reflect, and sometimes even change habits. The suspense is that popularity doesn't always equal influence. Numbers are flashy, but true influence builds understanding, trust, and action. Fans may follow Pearl for entertainment, but they follow Sonia for inspiration. The deeper question is, what matters more, being seen or being remembered? And can one exist without the other? That's the mystery every creator faces: do you want to be popular or truly impactful? Here's something most people overlook: quiet influence is underrated. Pearl grabs attention instantly with loud, playful content. Sonia's calm, steady approach makes fans pause, reflect, and internalize ideas. The suspense. Sometimes the quietest person shapes the loudest change. Think about it: fast excitement is noticeable, but lasting impact often comes from subtle guidance. Pearl entertains the moment, while Sonia slowly shapes habits, mindsets, and even culture. The tricky part is that most people only notice the flashy content fast, yet the quiet influence often wins in the long run. So, who really has more control over online culture, the loud, energetic one or the calm, thoughtful one? And why do we often overlook the quiet power? So guys, thanks for listening. Bye.